Hey, Tony Gas here, popping in. Now, my wife just brought this to my attention, and she said that the guy, the rapper Young Thug, who I've been listening to the little stuff about Atlanta and all these guys going back and forth, but seeing something about they say he cheated on his girlfriend Mariah, the scientist, and my wife was talking about how flawlessly beautiful the lady is and how she don't have to do nothing to look pretty and it's just kind of crazy that and it goes to show you for all the women out there, y'all get reminded of this all the time that it ain't about you. It ain't about your looks, it ain't about your body, it ain't about none of that. It ain't about your money, it ain't about your career. And I don't know if it's true or not, but we see it all the time. I don't really know if Beyonce could have made that Lemonade album and all of that, if what she was saying and Becky with the good hair and all that wasn't some truth to Jay-Z cheating on her. And we see all of these celebrity women get cheated on and they got all the money. Now, me personally, I cannot imagine it because I'm faithful to my wife, who is not a celebrity and who don't have millions of dollars, and I'm faithful to her. And I be out here licking toes and stuff. So I'm just like, man, my wife go to making million, like Aisha Curry and all of that. Man, listen, I might be licking the bottom of the foot. I'm like, man, listen. Hey, the role's gonna change. I'm gonna be up cooking breakfast. I wake up, my wife be done cooked me some breakfast and made my lunch. Got my water bottle full. Got my shake in the refrigerator. Listen, my wife go to I earning me. I'm cooking breakfast. I'm making lunch, and I just don't understand these men. But it just really take a relationship with God. And I try to tell y'all all the time, like the number one thing you need to look for in a man is, does he have a relationship with God? Because that's what's gonna determine. I noticed this, and some women say they don't mind being cheated on, like long as the man cheat respectfully. A lot of women have adopted that mindset, but I still notice that I talk to a lot of women who are my clients, and they say the one thing I can't do is be cheated on. The one thing I can't deal with is be cheated on. And they be with like millionaires. They be with pro athletes. Like I coach a lot of wives and fiancés and girlfriends of some of the top pro athletes in the world and actors and all of that. And they all be saying they can't be cheated on. And I be like, okay, all right, well, well, the odds ain't that good. Now the odds is not looking that good. And so it shows me that on average a woman wants love. A woman wants love. She don't care about a man money. She don't care about a man all that. She want to be loved. And it's women who, and a lot of people judge Brittany Renner when they call her a gold digger and all of that. But what a lot of y'all don't know is PJ Washington didn't break up with Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner broke up with PJ Washington. And a lot of people don't know that. I know Brittany personally. And she broke up with him because he continuously cheated. And she came out and said that too on an interview, that she broke up with him for cheating. So that go to show you, even somebody that the world look down on and calls her a thought and say she's she an Instagram model and all that, somebody that we would think would be okay with a man cheating as long as he got money, she left. And I see that happen all the time. I have coached some of the top R&B singer girlfriends and actors girlfriends, athletes girlfriends, and these women leave when they get cheated on. And that's what I try to tell men, that it's not like you got guys out here online who try to paint every woman as a gold digger and every woman as this and that. It's like this right here. Michael Jordan wife divorced him and she got 200 million. The government taking 100 of it. So how they say it's cheaper to keep her, it's actually not, because he's a billionaire. So she got 200 million. She probably got to keep a hundred and 110, 120 million of that right there that she got. So yeah, she's set for life, but that was gonna happen. She was set for life staying with him. Like staying with Mike. She could have bought her a yacht. She could have bought her a jet. She still could have lived a life. She could have been flying all around the world and just let Mike cheat. Just let Mike cheat. Just let Mike do his own thing. That woman left for love because the money wasn't enough. She wanted love. So, because she could have stayed with him and had that same 100 million that she finna get to spend, he would have let her spend that regardless. Take care of her family, whatever. They got the same kids, so it ain't like she had to leave to get the money for generational wealth for her kid. Like she got kids from another man. She got Michael Jordan kids, so they already took care of her. And this is why I try to get men to understand, like, you got to shift your narrative and stop thinking that a woman just with you for your money, a woman just with you for your name. No, that woman won't love. Like that one will leave you with all the money in the world. You gotta look at it. Gotta look at it. What's his name? Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, wife left him. Bill Gates, wife left him. Michael Jordan, wife left him. It's like they could have stayed and had more money. Because if they didn't make that money, how do we know they know how to take care of that money? We know how to spend their money, and they know how to spend that money the right way. And what's her name? Jeff Bezos' wife then gave away 100 million. She say her goal is to give away every single dime that she got in that settlement. She giving it all away. She say she want to give it all away. I tried to get on her website, fill out a grant. But they be wanting they don't fund normal African American nonprofits. You got to be trying to go to the moon or cure cancer to get a grant from them type of people. But I sure tried to, man, all that money I slid in that deal. Oh yeah, my wife been acting up. I've been mad. Listen, I about had to tell my wife, baby, listen, let me go in and run this play. Yeah, let me act like one of these Atlanta boys and go over here and run this play on Jeff Bezos X. I'm gonna bring the money back to you, baby. Let me go over here and just stike up. Let me just stike up for about 2 years, and then we gonna get back together. But now I get to leave with a settlement. Like, man, listen, that kind of money. So you got to realize we have to shift, and we got to understand what's really important. You got to know what really matters. And this thing, my wife with me when I'm rich, and she with me when I'm broke. She with me, and she be the same person. She be the same person when I'm rich and when I'm broke. She be the same person. And that's what I'm trying to tell these guys. Like, when you pick a woman with this here, with that down there, when you pick a woman with that, you're going to pick a gold digger. You're going to pick a woman who is using you for your money, using you for your stack. When you pick a woman with this right here, she ain't going to have everything perfect. Everything about her ain't going to be perfect. Nah, the bad part is when women get with a man who got money and then his life changed, and then they leave him when his money done went down after they catch him cheating. And see, this is the thing. As men, we set women up for that. We give the gold diggers a easy out, because now there are women, and I know there are women because I know some of them personally, who have told me, ugh, Tony, that man look ugly. And then they found out how much money he make, and they like, got to have him. Got to have him. And you know what? They went and got him. And then these men, what goes up must come down. These men financial situation always changes. But guess what the men do? They cheat on the woman. So now the woman who was a gold digger and would have gotten exposed as a gold digger for leaving if the man had stayed solid and faithful, the woman gets an alibi to leave because the man cheats. And it always be simultaneous with the man money going down. Because when our money get low as men, we do get very, very stressed. Our stress becomes more stress than what one woman can handle and deal with. And so a average man will want a second and maybe a third or fourth woman, and he will dump a little bit on each of them. He'll get each of them a percentage of his stress, a percentage of his pain, a percentage of his drama. And then each of them come and swap it up like a biscuit and syrup, and each of them serve a different role. So somebody like to suck thing, somebody like to cook, somebody like to, flip and turn and swing from ceiling fan. Somebody is an amazing listener. And so men, when we get to that place of stress, financial stress, bonds changing, that's typically when we cheat. And the thing about it is, if you had, boom, if let's say you was making 150K and then you lose your job, you living off savings, so now you got to live off 30 or 40K, and then you super stressed and you all this, and you start talking to this woman in the Facebook inbox, Instagram inbox. Now your woman, she see that you can't provide no more and you cheating. Oh, she gone. She out of there. And guess what? She could have been a gold digger, but you can't say that because you cheated on her. So this the thing is, to the men, you got to learn how to be faithful. To really see what a woman by and who she is, you got to be faithful. You got to give yourself a chance to see if this woman gonna be with you through thick and thin. But if you cheat on her, you don't get to see that. And then to the women, you have to choose a man who got a deep, intentional, consistent, persistent relationship with God. Like his relationship with God need to be like Job's relationship with God. Like, and then no, it's not gonna be there. But I mean, he need to be on the way. Like he really need to have a conviction in his heart. Like if y'all fall in that bed and y'all fornicate, he need to be the one that wake up with a guilty conscience the next morning and say, we cannot do that again. Like, I do not want to be out of right standing with God. Now, you cannot trust him if he have a yellow couch podcast. You cannot trust him if he have a financial podcast. He is going to wake up pretending to be sorry, and then he's going to try to get you on your back again next week. You need to see a man who repents, he feel convicted, and he going to change his life. And this is the thing. A lot of times men go out here and cheat, and then now the woman is the worst thing in the world. Now what I seen from looked like Young Thug, I don't know if it was real or fake tweet, like he was apologizing, like publicly apologizing, saying she didn't need that. And I'm going to tell you like that right here. That Mariah, the scientist now. As married men, we be having to pray. Like we mess around, see a video of her, we be all the oil. We be, Lord, keep our eyes on the right path. And it's like, listen, bruh, come on now. How in the world you out here cheating on a woman who brains, brain, and body? Like got the 3 B's, brains, brain, and body. Come on now, you can't do that. And this is not just celebrities happen. This happen in everyday life. Women tell me all the time, tone on the head, tall, short, light, dark, rich, broke. They all dogs. They all cheat. And I'm like, man, you got cheated on by ugly man? Like women be telling me they get cheated on by ugly men. And you know what? I have seen that. I have witnessed it. It is always just mind-boggling to me that a ugly man will have the audacity to cheat. It's like, bro, your jaw out of alignment. Why are you cheating? Like, bro, you got an overbite. Why are you cheating? Like, bro, your hairline been gone since you were 13 years old. Why are you cheating? I'm not, brother, you is 5'5". Why are you cheating? Like, it's certain things that you cannot cheat. Like you need to be sucking toes, cooking dinner, cleaning the house when you look a certain way and you a certain height. You cannot be out here cheating on your woman. That makes absolutely no sense. But men cheat from pain, insecurity, frustration. When a lot of times most women, they cheat from pain and it be in retaliation. Most of the time, most women, when you look at every story of a woman cheating, from my perspective as a life coach, it be because the man cheated on her, broke her heart, hurt her. She felt like the relationship was over, but they stayed together. And then she started entertaining this other guy, and it went too far. 9 out of 10 times, like I rarely meet a woman who cheated, and it just was because she was horny, just because she just nasty. She just wanted her something. A lot of times it be because she cheating back. And somebody put it in the comments on the thing what I was talking about in Alabama, where the young man caught his woman in the bed with another man and he killed the man. Somebody put in the comments that the guy, her boyfriend, had cheated on her a bunch of times and would always be cheating on her or something like that. And then she returned the favor. And then that man lost his life. And that's the thing. I remember her hearing a battle rapper say, I'm so sick. A taste of my own medicine might kill me. And that's how we are as men. We cannot, honestly, if I'm being honest, we could dish it out, but we cannot take it. Like if a woman do to us what we do to a woman, man, listen, it is all she wrote. But we cannot handle that. We cannot. I've seen men and women get cheated on, take it on the chin, brush it off, get back up, and stay in a relationship and keep going. I've never seen a man come back from being cheated on. Like come back, like especially like physical cheating. Like physical cheating, like if a man insert himself inside the woman. Never seen a man bounce back from that unless he gay. And the woman was just a beard, just a cover up. But listen, this is the thing, ladies. Choose a man of God. And listen, not a man who says he's a Christian. Not a man who serves in the church. Not a man who go to church on Sunday. Those things don't mean man of God. Man of God mean he keep God commandments and he live by the Holy Bible. Choose that man. When you choose that man, that is going to be your best chance. Listen, I am not faithful to my wife. I am faithful to God. My wife cannot keep me faithful. My love for my wife cannot keep me faithful. It was one Jezebel scallywag one time that I said that she gonna write my wife and say, your husband doesn't really love you because he said he's only faithful to you because of his belief in God. And it's like, man, did you fall off the tomato truck and hit your head and then got left outside on the curb and stayed up all night and then got stomped on the next morning? It's like, what else you think keep a man faithful? Like if only the love of God keep a man faithful. No man in the world have the strength to be faithful to one woman for his entirety of his life. No man has that kind of strength. Like that's not because we wired to be fruitful and replenish the earth. Like we see and we lust daily, all day, every single woman. Like our libido, our situation built different. We are not wired like a woman. Like women get into marriage and want to stop having sex because they be tired, they be drained, the kids this, the kids that, this. And you see women online making whole reels about their low sex drive. Men, we get married and we want to have more sex. Unless we stress and we working and all of that. But typically the man always gonna want it more than a woman. You're gonna have a couple women that come in the comments, which I don't know why they be doing that. They say they want it just as much a man or they want it, but it's typically single women who just missing it altogether. But once you get it and you got it every day, very rarely do a woman who live with a man and is married want it more than the man, unless the man got ED or something like that. But other than that, like women could be totally fine not having sex. Your average woman could be totally fine not having sex. Like laughing, kikiing, hugging, kissing, cooking, eating together, chilling, going. A woman could live the rest of her life and not have sex now time if she got love. A man, we could do it for a period of time, but at some time you gonna have to open one of them holes. Gonna have to get open. Like we finna have to do something now. Your hand work. So what's going on? And so we wired different. And that's why I want women to stop trying to make yourself like a man. That is a trick of Satan. You wanting to compete with a man for sex drive. You want to compete with a man for lust drive. You want to compete with a man. Like, stop. Understand your queenship. Understand that you made more reserved, that you're made differently. You fearfully and wonderfully made. Stop feeling like you are a man. Stop feeling like you know different than a man, that you want it just as bad as a man, but you just got better self-control. If you got better self-control, that lets you know right there you're not a man. Because if you so easily can control your desire to lust or your desire to fornicate, that means you're not a man. When you hear honest, God-fearing men telling you our struggles as men, the other guy the brother who Devon Franklin divorced Megan Good and now has remarried, he wrote a whole book on lust and the temptation men face. That's another quote unquote man of God, quote unquote good man. So if I'm telling you this and other men telling you this, you have to realize men and women are not created the same. So what you need to look at when you looking for a man, you need to look at his true, consistent walk with God, not what he faking to be, not yeah, he read the Bible in front of you. Yeah, he want to pray with you. Yeah, this, that. Do this man fear God? Do this man live? Does this man live for God day in and day out? Is he seeking the face of God? Is he trying to be a better man for his maker? And if the answer is no, you're going to get cheated on. And there be men and women in my comments talking about, oh, I know atheists who faithful. No, you don't. Because if you don't live with your eyes open and on somebody 24 hours a day, you don't know what they do. You don't know what they do. Because I remember a day when I was with my ex-girlfriend, I said, hey, I'm going to go get some milk or I'm going to go get some. I literally was able to drive up the street to my ex from high school apartment, tell her, hey, I'm in town, I'm coming by. I literally was able to walk in there. We walked straight to the bedroom. She got naked, got in the bed, had sex. In 5 minutes, I was up and out of there in less than 10 minutes. That was before we had phone tracking, before we had share your location, before all of this. It was 2003, 2000, something like that, 2003, 2004. So 20 some years ago. And that's what I try to tell women, like, listen, when I was in college, I could go to the club, dance with a woman, take her to the back seat of the car, and then go back into the club. I could go get another woman out the club, go to the back seat of the car. Never did that though. But always go in there and get one woman, go to the back seat of the car, fog up the window, then go back in the club. And guess what? My girlfriend at the school. At the school while me and the boys finna go out for a guys night. So it's like, and then boom, I'm back home. Right after the club, let out or whatever. I'm back to the dorm room. Bike to the apartment. And women don't even realize men literally sleeping with women in the club or taking them out to the car and sleeping with them and then going back in there because it's women that's like that. And that's why I try to tell you, it is the easiest thing in the world for a man to cheat. So the only thing that's going to keep a man faithful is his fear for God. It is not no love for a woman. It is not no love for a child. It is not no love for himself. It ain't, the only thing going to keep a man faithful is his fear for God. That's it. I'm here to tell you. That's why you see these men who are pastors cheating, because they really don't fear God. So you see, they pastors. Like, it's men get in the pulpit every Sunday and cheat. It's men call themselves prophet, bishops, this and that, and cheating on their wife. So you got to realize, if a man who say he know God will cheat, then you know a man who don't know God is gonna cheat. So you got to wake up and realize, and that's why the Bible say a faithful man who can find. This not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna tell you how you get them. I'm gonna tell you how you get them. You become the reflection. Because a man who walking with God, real recognize real, he gonna have the discernment to be able to tell who is a woman of God. So if you are a cursing woman, you're gonna get cheated on. If you are a masturbating woman, you're gonna get cheated on. If you are a willingly sinning woman, you're gonna get cheated on, because you're not going to be attractive to a real man of God. My wife cannot curse. I don't care if she wanted to curse. I don't curse. I would not be with no woman who curses, because I understand profanity that come out your mouth mean you have a profane heart. So in order for you to live a sacred lifestyle, your mouth got to be sacred. If your mouth is filthy, then your choices is going to be filthy. When you really get tested, you going to be filthy. So people don't understand, it's you got to sweep around your own front door. The Bible say it is the small fox that spoiled the vine. It's a little bit of leaven that leaveneth the whole lump. It's the little things that we take for granted that turn into big things. Zig Ziglar says, it's a quote that says, "If studies show the more a person curses, the less sensitive they are to their behavior." My stomach turns and I throw up in my mouth when I hear a woman curse, because a woman fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's why I try to tell y'all women, seek to be clean, seek to be pure, seek to be that, so you will stand out when you around a man who has a heart for God. Because that's the thing, is we as men who have a heart for God, we looking for women who got a heart for God. We looking for women like, listen, we want, because we creatures of habit. When we lock in with the Lord, we want everything to be perfect. We want to be in sync. We want to be in step with the Lord. We want to be right. We don't want no woman that's steering us away from the Lord, that have us doing the wrong things, that have us in sin. We don't want no woman that's going to condone our weakness. When we get weak and we ready to fall, and we ready to fall in fornication, we ready to fall in adultery, we don't want no woman that's going to be there and open her legs for fornication. We don't want no woman that's going to say, I don't care if you cheat, long as you cheat respectfully. No, we want a woman that's going to hold us accountable and say, what did God call you to? What did God tell you to do? Who did God tell you to be? We want a woman that's going to walk with the Lord and be there with the Lord, so that when we get weak, she could speak life into us. When she get weak, she know we going to speak life into her. That's what we want. And so this the thing. It's like when you see women who making money, carrying themselves with a level of decency, taking care of their mind, their body, whatever, and they getting cheated on, that's when you know. But see, the thing about it is the woman is a reflection of the man. So if a woman would choose a man who live a certain lifestyle, and then she can't be mad when she get cheated on, because you chose a man who you saw didn't have character. You saw that the man was either a criminal or a liar or a thief or a scammer or deceiver, manipulator, whatever it may be. When women get cheated on, I always remind them, like, listen, who is he? Because just like the quote say, how you do one thing, how you do everything, that's not 100% true. But it's like, love is a moral act. It's a moral decision. So if a person lacks morals in one area or another, then he's gonna lack morals when it comes to faithfulness, because the easiest thing for a man to do is cheat. Like, I was a cheating man in my relationships, but I didn't smoke weed, I didn't drink alcohol, and I didn't curse. But I was a cheater. That right there is clear proof that cheating is the easiest thing a man gonna do. I cheated, but did not drink, smoke, or curse. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why you got Muslim men cheating. You got Christian men cheating. You got men that's believing in polygamy. You got men that's saying, oh, polygamy was in the Bible. Then you got the Muslim men who saying they could have how many, 3, 4 wives, how many wives they can afford. You got so many men that's looking for a loophole to have multiple women, because their nature is calling that. They nature calling that. So in order to crucify that part of the nature, and in order to be able to be with one woman, a man got to walk different. Like, you got to see discipline throughout his life. You got to see discipline. You got to see consistency. You got to see a conviction for righteousness. And if you don't see a conviction for righteousness, you're going to get cheated on. You cannot pick a thug. You cannot pick a gangster. You cannot pick a scammer. You cannot pick a liar. You cannot pick a manipulator. You cannot pick no man who is not living a righteous lifestyle and expect him to be 100% faithful to you. He's going to fail in that area because that's the easiest area to fail. So listen, ladies, I'm telling you. That's why I try to tell you. Stop looking at a man money and his name and his brand and his position in corporate or in the world and look at his character. Let a man's character be his currency. And then you will find a lot of rich men are broke and a lot of broke men are rich. And the broke men with character are eventually going to be rich in money because money cannot buy character, but character can make you any amount of money, in the words of Zig Ziglar. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. All the important links is in the description. Shout out to my supporters and my donors, Tony Gaskins Family Foundation. Thank y'all so much. Y'all helped us and helped the young men last week and this week coming up. I really appreciate you. We got a family in our rental assistance program where we still got to pay $350 for their rent. Thanks to y'all, I'm hoping we're going to be able to do that this week, even though we late. The first is already passed. But God bless you. Thank you. Also, all access membership, 70 courses. And then everything else, all the perks that I have, our retreats, our conferences, one-on-one sessions, everything will be ran through the all access membership on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. Get over there, join that right now. For them 70 plus courses, which probably worth over $25,000, it's only $15 a month. And then lastly, if none of that is for you, I'm working on a scripted film for YouTube, and it's just gonna be this crowd-funded. It's not my dream. It's not about me. It's about us bringing more positive messages to the world. And so, of course, the first part, we're gonna be building from there. So if we could get that funded, the link is in the description. If we could get that funded, then we're gonna produce that in October, and then we're gonna keep it rolling from there. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna monetize it. If we can monetize it and earn from it, and it earns enough to produce another one, then we're gonna do that. If not, then I'll be coming back to y'all saying, hey, do y'all want to be a part of this next one? Because you might not be able to make no money from it. YouTube might not really honor it like that. Facebook might not honor it like that. But we're gonna build and keep going, keep turning the content out, learning, growing, building together. So to the donors who already joined us, I think we're over 50% funded already. Because we're just trying to raise that much. We ain't trying to do no real budget of $1 million or nothing like that. We literally raising $11,700. So if God has put you in that position to be a part of it, I would love to have you join us. God bless you. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.